Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing Farhan in the 5-minute pool in ICC. He opens with d4. Last time we had a very theoretical battle against him in the Botvinnik variation, and I just don't quite feel like that today, so I'm doing something a bit different. Let's play... Let's actually go knight c6 in this position and try to attack d4 in a unorthodox way. Let's go e5 now. So this guy's very high rated, 2548. And if you haven't checked out that game that I played against him last time, go do so, because it came right down to the wire. Let's take this, and then I'm going to go knight ge7 after he takes with the knight. It was a tragic game, let me tell you that. Okay, so I've played this position once before in an OTB game, over the board game. So if I recall, what I did in that game is I played for f5, which I think I'm going to do here as well. Yeah, let's go f5 and try to strike at his center. So if he takes on f5 with the pawn, I believe the OTB game I had went bishop takes d4, and then knight takes f5. Because after that, he has to play bishop e3, and it's a bit awkward for him developmentally. Well, not developmentally, coordination-wise, because he can't defend this bishop or retreat it to a square that is anything other than e3. And if e3, I'll take e3 and just saddle him with an isolated pawn. So let's do that. Take f1, or maybe bishop e6. I think taking f1 is reasonable. Let's do that first. You can try to stick this knight on d5 soon, but that should not bother me too much. Let's just play bishop e6, so guard against queen d5 check. If knight d5, probably knight e5 is a good square for that piece. Yeah, let's come here. And maybe c6 to push him away in the future. Plays b3. What if queen g5? Queen g5, he can take c7. Then I give check on e3. Queen takes e3 check. King g1. Maybe knight g4. Ooh, that looks rough for him, though. Maybe I can do that. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, he just plays a simple move, knight f4, in reply. Okay. Let's go rook e8, defending the bishop. I like our position. Structurally, we're doing well, and he has a weakness on e3, a clear weakness. h3. I would expect his queen to come up to d4 sometime soon. Maybe I want to play to stop that plan. I can go knight back to c6 if I want. Bishop back to f7 also looks pretty good. Let's play that. If queen d4, I'll play knight c6, attacking the queen and also defending a7. Oh, actually, if queen d4, I have knight f3 check. Forget about that. That would just be winning on the spot. So he can't contemplate that idea. All right, so I want to attack this pawn. Yeah, let's play knight c6. Threatening rook takes e3. Queen there, yep. Ooh, now I have this move, though. Hitting the rook and threatening g5. I think that just wins a piece. Yeah, that king being on h2 was a poor square for him. Now he just loses this rook in the corner. Missed that. Okay, so we get a quick win. Yeah, the last time I played this line was probably 2011 or 12. And I distinctly remember that idea that I pulled off here with f5 followed by bishop takes d4 and then knight takes f5. So right in this position. So I believe white should not play e takes f5 because this is a counterintuitive exchange, giving up a fianchettoed bishop that traditionally would be a piece you want to preserve. It defends your king, and it's well placed on the long diagonal. But after take and take, this bishop has nowhere to go except for e3, and then we can take and weaken his pawn structure. And I think black is doing well. Probably the computer will agree. Or at the very least equal. But I would take black in the upcoming play, I think. So, yeah, this is a sort of provocative way to play this opening. Knight c6 right on move 3. Previously, I haven't really had success. You've seen me play c5 if you follow my videos. I played that move in the past, but then it gets into Benoni territory. I haven't done very well there, so maybe knight c6 is the way to go. Knight e2 and then e5, strike at the center. If he had played d5, I was going to jump into d4. And even though this pawn is in my opponent's half of the board, arguably a little overextended, it's hard for him to gather that pawn. And we can always try to play c5 and support it. That's a line white can try, though. But I think this variation is okay for black. It kind of strikes me as an improved King's Indian in some capacity because I have no knight on f6, so my bishop is not blocked. It has free reign along the diagonal. You could try something like if you wanted knight back to c2, trying to avoid exchanges on d4. f5, if he had captured on c6, I probably would have taken with the pawn so as to leave knight takes f5 open in the case that he captures here. Yeah, but he took, knight takes, bishop e3. I took here, so saddle him with that weak pawn right away. I think bishop e6 is helpful, control the d5 square. Knight d5, yeah, knight e5. Maybe he should have played queen d4 when he had a chance. Because once my queen hits g5, he can't play that move due to knight f3, which is a tactic I was missing for a couple moves. But yeah, b3 doesn't seem to help him. I know he wants to overprotect c4, but he weakens that long diagonal, and he costs himself some time. I'm glad I played queen g5 in retrospect. I wasn't quite sure since knight takes c7 is now on tap for him, but I don't believe he can get away with it now because queen takes e3 check, king h1, knight g4 looks devastating, threatening knight f2. So he played knight f4, we played rook e8, h3, bishop back to f7. I was just trying to control the d5 square. Yeah, now black is quite a bit better according to the engine. I think he's just going to have difficulty defending that e3 pawn, and we have all our pieces participating in the struggle now. Yeah, and he can't play queen d4, even though this is a useful centralizing move, thanks to this fork. So king h2, maybe h1 is a better square if he wants to get off the g-file. At least then he's not in a pin along that diagonal. But here, knight c6, and yeah, queen d2 really did himself in. Queen e5, and we're attacking the rook, and even if he moves or defends the rook, let's say rook d1, we get g5, and we're winning a piece. He can't move his knight. And as played, he dropped the rook. Okay, nice to get a win against Farhan, especially since we had that heartbreaking loss to him last time in the Botvinnik variation, and this player seems very strong. 25-48 is a legitimate rating at 5 minute. It's a very good rating, so hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.